It's only been about a couple weeks since my last update vlog, but I had a few things on my mind I wanted to talk about and I couldn't fit them into tweets or such, so I decided just to make a vlog to discuss them. So yeah, the first thing is this vlog should have different background music. It's Chasing Storms, a song I want to use for a while, and a while back I did demo it as my new outro music. But the feedback I got was kind of stick with the current one or about the same, so I didn't want to change it up then. But I've been wanting to try it out in a vlog for a while now, or I did actually want to use it in the last vlog, I just forgot to mention it in the vlog, so I decided just to stick with the old one. But I don't know, let me know what you think of it though. It's a song I personally like, and I've been wanting to use more. It's just kind of hard to working songs with lyrics into stuff like outros and such, but I think it works well enough for a vlog. And the next thing, I've been a bit lacking on videos this week. I had the one on Monday and then nothing else for the past week. And that's because I originally planned to have 3 videos out this week and it was supposed to be, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. The thing is, when I got to Wednesday's video, I didn't get it edited in advance and I was busy just because I was busy with other stuff. So I decided just to push it back a day instead of rushing to get it out on Wednesday. And then that just kind of slipped back even further. I don't know, I didn't want to rush it because that's kind of the point of changing my upload schedule to not be as fixed, so I could push it back and not have to rush it out. But I did record Captive, or the next Captive episode 10 I think it is, and Time Worn Tower 3. And they were supposed to come out this past week, but I just didn't get around to them, and I decided it was best just to push them back to this week, or next week, depending how you view it. It's Sunday now, so yeah, it should be next week. Or it's actually Saturday when I'm recording this, a rainy Saturday actually. But anyway, so those videos will be out next week, and the reason I decided to push them back, well, 2 reasons. One, I just didn't get videos ready for next week, so rather than, rush videos for last week and not have as many videos next week, I thought it would be best just to push them to next week and then have more videos this week in a sense. And the other reason is because this past Thursday, October 6th, was my birthday. I know I probably has mentioned it in previous years occasionally, but I don't know, just more the fact I didn't really want to be editing on my birthday and, try and doing stuff, so I just kind of took a few days off and decided to push the videos I had ready back to next week. So there will be videos, and that was kind of why I haven't had videos. So, another thing, Time Worn Tower and Besiege. The response I got to the first episodes of that, or the first episode back for Besiege and the Star of Time Worn Tower, has been really good. Like, Rediscovery and Captive are getting towards the end, and, they're not doing the best. Viewership kind of does drop off later in the series, or, I don't know, they have been a bit But Time Worn Tower had a lot more feedback, response, comments, likes, views, all that stuff that I was kind of expecting. And I don't know, I really need to make sure I keep doing modded series, because I guess after doing vanilla so long, or just not doing mods, I kind of was a little sick of it myself, maybe after Untamed Chaos. But apparently people really like modded series, so yeah, I'll be sure to keep one modded series as I go forward at least. So, I don't know, I've just been very happy with that. And also, the Besiege episode that came out last weekend, personally, that's like one of my most favorite videos I have done. Like, at the time recording it, I had fun. But while I was editing it, it was like, yeah, this is a video I'd really like. Like, I wouldn't say I don't like my other videos, but if I was personally watching them back, like in my YouTube feed, there might be videos I speed up, play at 2 times speed. But the Besiege video, that was one that would be like, watch it normal speed, actually sit down and watch it, not like multitask. I don't know, I just really felt that the video went well, it was a bit humorous, my reactions were good. I really hope I can make more videos like that in the future. So, yeah. And a note on Rediscovery and Captive. Those series aren't going to be as frequent now just because they got to very grindy points. I will touch a bit more about that in the coming episodes, so I kind of have mentioned it in Captive for a while now. When I do the next Rediscovery episode, I'll mention it as well. But, yeah, it's getting towards the end game, but it's not like I can just do end game stuff in the episodes. I need to prepare a lot. With Captive, it's kind of a bit of, I guess, bottlenecking with the achievements. There's not many places I can go for achievements now, so getting the final ones are not going to be easy, and it might require a lot more off-camera work, or waiting for stuff to spawn, or stuff like that. It's really pushing me towards the end, but I want to do the end in Rediscovery first, which presents the issues of grinding ender pearls, which is not easy in vanilla Minecraft when you can't find enderman spawns, and I don't really have a very good looting sword. I'm working on it, but... So that's kind of it, and I'm also waiting for 1.11 before doing a whole bunch more in Rediscovery. I'll touch on that in the next episode, which will hopefully be this week. I don't know, I have been preparing stuff. Hopefully I get around to getting it done. So the final thing I have to mention is Test Pack Tales 3. I've been talking about this for so long, it's gonna happen someday, that's all I'm gonna say now. Like, it seems every week I plan to record it, I don't get around to it, then for one reason or another, old one has to turn off the server, then when I go to record it, the server's not on, and it's just kind of this endless cycle. Now, he turns back on the server, then I get busy with other stuff, then by the time I go to record it again, the server's off, or something like that. So it's just been a lot of reasons that anytime I try to record it, the server's not online, or something doesn't work out, and then every time I can record it, I'm busy with other stuff or not really prioritizing it. Like, I already got my weekend video for that week, and I want to focus on like the main weekday videos and not rush to do that one, so I don't know. But it is something I still want to do to wrap up that series. It just isn't a very high priority and just keeps getting pushed back. And I also do need to wait for Old One Actor to be around to do other stuff I planned for the finale, so it's just a very time-based thing that hasn't lined up yet. So, on top of that, I want to note a bit about my other series, and then a bit about mod pack stuff. So, map explorations and hardcore skirmishes. Now, Time War Tower is my first mod adventure in a while. I'll probably have more of them in the future. I would like to do more maps and hardcores. It's just I want to do a max of 3 main series out a while, so until Rediscovery and Captive ends or Time War ends, I don't really want to start any new series, but they are something I still would like to do in the future. For Demo Dash, it's kind of the same thing, but I've been thinking recently that I might end Demo Dash, or at least stop it for a while after Season 3. And there's 2 reasons for this. The first is a timer mod. Now, originally I used the demo, I didn't need a mod for it. But the demo stayed in 1.5, and I wanted to move to 1.6, I got Father Toast to make a timer mod. Then, he didn't really want to update to 1.7, then I got Time Traveler to make the timer mod. Now, she's not too keen on updating it to newer versions, so it's kind of, it seems every version I have trouble getting the mod to display the timer, and while there are other ways to do it, I really like the mod the timer on screen. You know, it's really what makes Demo Dash, so I don't want to try and do like a little workaround or something. So that's the first issue. The other thing is, I'm running out of ideas for the series. Like, I've done a lot, and so many of the ideas I have are so dependent on just kind of luck, world generation, RNG, whichever you wanted to call it. You know, it could be something I could spend all 5 episodes and not come close to, or do in the first episode, just because it's depending on so many things, like finding a temple. You know, I can't guarantee I'm going to find one, I might not even find a desert. So, I don't know, it's hard to find goals that are, I guess, fair in that sense, that don't rely that heavy on RNG, because I've already done a lot of those goals, like, you know, getting enchantment tables or the basic vanilla achievements, that I'm not really sure what I have left to really do for Demo Dash. So until I have more ideas, or until Minecraft updates with more things for me to try, I might just do a few more episodes in Season 3 and then stop it for now and not do the Season 4 in 1.8 with mods and Season 5 back in 1.10 in vanilla, or 1.9, whatever I originally said earlier this year. So I don't know, that's just kind of what I'm thinking for that. Now, mod packs. I don't want to make this video too long, but I have been doing mod pack stuff lately. I want to give a bit of an update. Moonlit Siege and Void Shadow still are planned to have updates, but I just haven't been interested in doing them recently because Untamed Chaos was a lot in 1.7. I've been more interested in trying to do new things in new versions and not just update my old stuff in an old version. But I still would like to finish them and have more proper releases, just not a really high priority. Hopefully it's something I will get to by the end of the year or early next year, I don't know. Salvage, that's my 1.8 mod pack. Recently it's been a bit on the back burner, and I still want to make it, it's just, I just haven't been ready to start on it. I guess I kind of don't want to start on that until I finish Moonlit Siege and Void Shadows, just because I don't want to have too many projects at once. But ironically enough, I recently started a new mod pack. Yep. So this was meant to just be a small mod pack for fun. I guess almost like a test pack of sorts. It was just meant to be a mod pack for me to try out new mods, try out new concepts, you know, different ways I could configure things, add items, you know, things like that, as kind of practice for other mod packs I'd make, like Salvage, but also just as kind of a break from the other stuff I had to do, just to make something for fun, to, you know, finish, release, move on. Well, it's turned into a bit bigger of a project, but in a good way. It seems often I plan to start a mod pack big and it just grows even bigger to the point it's too big. I think Untamed Chaos might have had a bit of that problem. But, I don't know, this was meant to be a very small thing from the start, and it's growing into something, maybe not massive, but, you know, a good size. It's shaping up to be a really fun pack, and now that I kind of look back, I'm like, you know, that's kind of what happened with Ascension. And, I don't know, it might not rival Ascension too well. Like, I'm thinking this could be the next Ascension sort of thing, but the problem is I don't have the same mods, because it is in 1.8, and there's not many mods that have biomes. I can do some structures of ruins, but I don't really want to get too in-depth with that. And there aren't many mods that add mobs or bosses, so in that sense, I don't think I can truly rival Ascension. But it is doing a lot of things I've been wanting to do for a while. Now, currently I think I'm going to be calling it Crystalline, and it's just a mod pack. It was based on one note I made a long time ago, or months back, that a mod pack based on crystals. The idea was you could get crystals from like anything and they'd be used for doing various things. Very vague concept. But like, you know, you could mine an ore and there you get the ore and you'd also get a crystal. Although to prevent exploits of iron ore, I was going to change that so it doesn't actually drop the ore, but like an iron chunk anyway. Or when you kill a zombie, you could get a crystal, and it'll be the rarity would depend on, I guess, the difficulty and rarity of the action. Like, you know, a rare mob like an Enderman has a higher chance of dropping it in the overworld anyway than like a zombie, or I don't know. Just was a cool idea to add little crystals to do things, and I really expanded on that concept. I didn't want to talk too much about it, but it's shaping up to be really fun and doing a lot of really cool things. And another thing is, I know I've talked about this a few times in the past, there's always been a mod pack I want to do called Night Terrors, Night Horrors, which was like a mod pack set in Eternal Night. You had torches that burn out. It was meant to be like hardcore, like you lose health as you die each time, then you finally lose health and you're gone forever. And, you know, stuff like that. Very restricted render distance, very dark, and not really like super hard, but just very, I guess, spooky in the sense you don't know what's lurking around the corner. Any mob can be dangerous due to the setting. And I never made that mod pack, mainly because a lot of the mods I wanted to make it with were back in 1.5 and didn't update, but recently a lot of mods, there have been new mods to kind of fill the role of those mods. And as I've been testing Crystal, or Crystalline, I've just been calling it Crystal and it's like concept name, I've actually been liking some of those concepts. So it's not like exactly what I want it to be, or what I wanted Night Terrors to be, but it's incorporating a lot of those elements in it currently, and I don't know, it's aimed to be kind of vanilla-like, kind of muddy, kind of challenging in a weird mix of things. I don't know, it should be fun. And originally I wasn't even planning to do a let's play of it, but it's got to the point now where I'm like, yeah, I have to play for this, so I don't know, that might actually be the series following Rediscovery. Who knows? And the final thing I have to mention to wrap up the vlog is another mod pack that is planned, but I'm still not even going to start on. Now, it's pretty much was meant to be 1.10, but by the time I get to it, I'm sure it's going to be 1.11, maybe even 1.12. I'm probably just going to skip over 1.9 and 1.10. Maybe even 1.11 or 1.12's out by then. But I don't have a name for it, but it's meant to kind of be a successor to Untamed Chaos. Now, by that, I mean it's going to be a bit more tech and magic, but I still want to keep my normal adventure mod pack style, unlike Untamed Chaos, which was a lot more, you know, just tech, magic, kitchen sink. So the main things I have been looking into it is, I know in 1.10 there's a new version of Tinkers that looks really cool. I've really been wanting to use Ender.io again because I really like that, and not sure if it's changed much in the new versions, but I really like that mod. Blood Magic is another one I haven't heard a lot about in its new version, but I know it has been changing and reworking. And I like the old version, so I really want to try the new version. And you know, there's a lot of other mods like that. Pretty much I just want to be focused around a few mods, not like, you know, Blood Magic, Thaumcraft, Botania, and several others, just like Blood Magic, maybe another, and, you know, Ender.io, maybe another that goes with it, you know, just kind of more focused on a few, and then adding a lot more stuff myself, kind of like I did with Ascension, or these other adventure packs, to add more exploration stuff, and then have those other big mods to work on. So, I don't know. It's something that I haven't even started on because I'm just like, I'm still working on 1.7 packs and trying to do 1.8. I'm not ready to start on a 1.10 pack. So, I don't know, but it is something I do plan to do down the road. Probably late next year at the rate things are going. So, yeah. But, that's pretty much all I want to talk about. I don't know, this has been a bit of a long, rambly vlog, but just want to kind of mention why things were delayed recently, a bit of what's been going on with series, you know, the new one's doing well, and just kind of go over the other ones while I was at it. Mod spotlights, I forgot to touch on that and didn't put in my notes. I probably will be doing them again soon, just because as I've been testing Crystal, I've been trying out new mods, and I wanted to do mod spotlights for 1.10 mods, and not all the ones I've been testing are on 1.10, but a lot of the 1.8 mods also have 1.10 versions, so I'm sure there's going to be a few that I'm like, I want to spotlight this. So hopefully in the next month or so there will be some new mod spotlights. And yeah, but in addition to just the series, I want to just talk about a bit about what's been going on with mod packs and mention the new mod pack I'm working on. And I don't know, I'm not sure when it's going to be ready. I think I'm also saying hopefully by the end of the year. Not sure. But I might actually, when I get done doing the mod test for Crystalline, I might actually go back, finish Moonlight Sage, Void Chalice, then come back to actually doing all the configs and finishing Crystalline. But 1.8 is kind of a dead version, there's not a lot of updates, so I don't have to worry about that as much. Anyway, thank you all for watching this update vlog. Hopefully you enjoyed my rambling and hearing about the various things, and yeah, until next time, goodbye.
When the sky is falling down